right here. Hard Truth. Shout out to Hard Truth, the Hard Truth podcast. Um, see what they're talking about. Yeah, just give it a second.
But 80% of divorced women, the ones that divorced their husbands for cheating, are now actually dating married men.
Yeah.
So literally 80% of divorced women that left their husbands for cheating are now side chicks to married men.
Oh,
Yeah.
what an error.
Error.
So how do we resolve it?
Oh, do you want to
Nobody
resolve
must
it?
leave a man who cheats.
No, it's because staying with a cheating man should never be condoned, right? And dating a married man should never be condoned as well.
At all.
Omunye nomunye must find their own person. Like if you are leaving your partner for cheating, but 80% of divorced women, the ones.
All right. 80% of divorced women are now side chicks.
All right.
And these are majority of women that have left their husbands, their ex-husbands, for infidelity, but now they're dating men that are in relationships.
When keeping it real goes wrong.
What's the psychology behind that? What do you think?
I ain't taking this shit. Bye. And then stand on this shit. Then be out here and be looking like, nah, there's nothing else better out here. Maybe I should get stood with that. You know what I mean? Stay with that, but you know, take it where they can. Double back. You know.
What you think, Corey Cole?
I don't believe that stat though. I think
you don't believe it?
Nah,
you think it's fugazi?
You got to rephrase the question again. I'm over here pushing buttons. Rephrase the question. Rephrase the question.
From what I think the name of the podcast is hard facts.
Let's play it one more time. We can play it one more time.
Yeah, play it one more time. Right.
Starting to get it.
But 80% of divorced women, the ones that divorced their husbands for cheating, are now actually dating married men.
Yeah.
So literally 80% of divorced women that left their husbands for cheating are now side chicks to married men.
Oh,
yeah.
What an error.
Error.
So how do we resolve it?
Oh, do you want
Nobody
to resolve
must
it?
leave a man who cheats.
No, it's because staying with a cheating man should never be condoned, right? And dating a married man should never be condoned as well.
At all.
Yeah, I don't believe that stat.
What are you
It's
asking
like
me?
where that stat is at? I don't believe that stat.
What are you asking me again? What do I think about it?
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think the psychology behind that is?
Well,
if it is true,
it's nothing short of unfortunate, right? It's unfortunate that the numbers are swinging that way. Statistics. I just taught my daughter about statistics today, so that's where the numbers don't work for you. I believe. I don't want to say this on record because I really try to hide behind this camera. If you get divorced, right? If the woman divorces you for something like infidelity, I believe you as the male probably were really like blatant with it and like disrespectful with it, and it didn't come off as the male mistake. I don't know, I sound crazy, but no, the male mistake is holy shit, there's a female that's trying to give me some and shit. It's just, I didn't think I was that ill and I could still, I just ended up on a bad ride. Versus the like, I'm like doing it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I know that's, I don't really know how to explain it because I'm just trying to go home and
Just being
and
foul.
I'm trying.
you know
I'm just
what I mean?
just being foul. Like there's a
Yeah.
level of foulty
Yeah.
that I feel like divorce ends usually. Well, divorce usually comes with the foulty.
So there's a polite cheat.
It's not a polite because it's all bad, but there's some where it's just
You had a little indiscretion and you got right
yeah.
back.
Like what helps you is if the girl is like super banging and it's kind of like right. That helps.
Your lady be like, I understand.
I
Why you
get
did
it.
what
Like
you
oh,
did.
she
Yeah.
wanted to give you some. I get it.
Let's just take.
I'm
the
mad
clip.
at you, but I get it.
Yeah.
But
let's just take the clip at face.
what I don't
value.
want to do is
I
sleep
believe
on
it's
the
true.
couch.
I believe it's true.
But
I don't.
the point was, I feel like divorce over infidelity. I kind of feels like you just a repeat offender. You don't give a shit. You're just being mean. You're being nasty. It's other stuff that's like you're, and then the women on the top, and then the women. I always feel like that. It ends up that's the last one, and then the women. You know what I mean? Like you were an asshole. You don't support me. You don't get no money, and then the women.
Yeah.
Right? Am I bugging?
No, you're not bugging.
All right, I'm turning this microphone off because
Not quite yet.
unless you're gonna let me sleep at your house.
I believe those stats are true. Reason being, because I feel like the age that most men get married is probably mid-30s, 40.
Yeah.
And once you reach that age bracket, most of the good dudes are married. Most of the good dudes are married.
Okay.
I think at that point, if dudes are not married or in a relationship, it's
You're saying
probably
it's probably not shit anyway.
not shit, or like those are not the dudes that women want. I think that there's still, just because you're single now and you left your husband, the pool is the pool, and you're still gonna always look for the best man you can get, whether it be a relationship to sleep with or whatever. It's not like women just don't sleep with men that they wouldn't even date. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They sleep with men that they would date and marry, and they sleep with men that they would marry or get with if they could. If they can't, they'll still sleep with them. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I could definitely see that happening. I could definitely see it happening.
I got a random thought. Could you, let's just say both your kids off to college, everything like that. Would you ever consider adopting an adult who just kind of like,
why would you ever have to do that?
No, but like adults need parents. Like adults need parents too. Like so, like
an adult, like how old when you say
like 20, 25.
You got to give me an example. Why would somebody
No,
need a
but
parent
just
at that age?
like someone who just never
needs guidance?
They aged out the foster system. They kind of like never really got adopted. They were just in the foster system, aged out, and they just became adults, but they still kind of need.
So what you saying? You saying somebody just get on their feet real quick? Are you gonna make a career?
No, I'm gonna be your older parents. I'm just gonna be your parents.
I'm gonna get you on your feet real quick.
And what do you think you could provide for that person?
Guidance and just like a place to have Thanksgiving dinner at, and just like family. Like people need family, right? Like, what if this person just never really just
it's noble
got
it's
family.
very noble. It's very noble.
No, but I'm just thinking like a thought, like, because that's kind of like while you're thinking of it, I'm just thinking about layers after, and I'm just thinking about like, can you age out of wanting to be marriageable and make mistakes? Foster kids never made any mistakes. It's just there's circumstances, but it's like, when do you give up on people?
give up on people. Give up.
Give up or just stop investing in people. How about that?
I think most people
Mhm.
have a minimum, probably more than 3 strikes.
Mm.
If people start giving up on you, that's probably a you thing.
Mm.
And if you have multiple people in your circle that have given up on you,
Mm.
you've probably done some foul shit.
It's a you thing.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, it's the same thing as, I guess a relationship. Like, once your friends and your circle starts divorcing you, you had to do some foul shit, because it's not like I care about who you mess with or whatever, or your infidelities or whatever. You had to do some foul shit, like steal money from me, or
That's what I'm saying.
try to get with my wife.
It's a
or
level
something,
of foulty.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Foulty will get you put out. You know
There's
what
no
I'm saying?
redemption from some if you've been
Well, let's stop investing in people who don't have, just that problem. Like someone that gets never. I don't know. I feel like I don't know.
But you want to do some charity work?
Nah. The longer I live, the longer I just feel like,
Y'all did that.
we're
Y'all said
just
that.
sharing this space with people while we're here. Like that's really it. And it's just
GB,
like,
you said that years ago on this show in the same set. He did speak about that, like helping people. You've been thinking about this a long time.
Nah, I mean, it's kind of the way I live life. I like to do it. Like I like to help you in my own. Like if I see the water dude going on,
All right, so listen.
That's National Road. He hustling water.
My name is Corey Cool. I could
You
want to give me something?
Oh, any day. I could give you a shirt.
I sure did. That shit's fire.
Salute. You know what I mean?
You can invest in Corey Cool anytime.
Have grace for people. Be risk adverse.
You don't think you do that organically though?
No, people get jaded.
No, I mean, as far as investing in people that you don't know, like you don't have to adopt anybody.
Right.
You could just like, I see how you are, right?
Right.
And you give a lot of guidance to definitely some young guys, and I've seen it in, space that we're in now. It's like you kind of, they call you, I don't know if you're,
The OG. They call you OG. He don't want to say it.
Yeah, they call you OG.
I don't want to call you OG.
But you don't gotta, I don't think you don't gotta necessarily adopt somebody. You want to start a Big Brothers program or some shit? Like,
I mean, no, that'd be dope. I'm never gonna say nah. Yeah. But I don't know. Just this whole topic. To get back to the topic, I think it all depends on the person. I kind of feel like people who stand on certain principles don't go back on them. That's why it's kind of a hard stat for me to believe. But if them ladies are saying it, that's cool. Maybe some people don't really understand. I don't know, because you're gonna say like a man's nature, but a lot of men are disciplined. Not all men are going to cheat. A lot of women aren't going to deal with infidelity in their marriage,
Mm-hmm.
So it's okay for you to not want to accept that, because men aren't going to accept it.
Well, why would you accept it on the other side? Why would you?
Because they learn from a young age, boys to be boys, and it's like it's a man's world, and
but you can't do it to me. But I'll be the other chick and let you do it to some other chick. Isn't there a certain level of girl
I feel
code?
like that's a form of self-preservation. You're not going to do it to me. You'll put up with it because you're not as strong as me. But I feel like once they get into the real world and their options start drying up and loneliness sets in, people kind of go back on their values